A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Fielded at the 20. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wins to throw on 2nd down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And this will be incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers will try again on second down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. On first down, Rodgers. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They got 29 yards that time. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Shreds the tackle. Space to maneuver at the 40. Jay's going to go. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Zoom. Yeah, Liz. Hey, 50.
Rodgers now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, check 26. No. Green 18. Wind out. You got 58.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
That's fine. Yeah. Over here. Hey, check 26.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Zoom, zoom.
Working from the gun. Rodgers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the press, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's up and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go. Nice 5 steps. 82.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Lefty.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
List 5-7.
Here's Ajayi. Room here to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Right back to him on first down. And now running right through it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Here we go. 280.
Now it's Ajayi. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They run with Ajayi. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Hey. Hey, check 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Mike Bennett in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even, They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Good chip. Hey, black, come on. Black. Here, chip.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Rodgers now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Over here. Hey, check 26. Zoom.
Snap comes at 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wallace. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards that time for number 14. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, check 26.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers, a free play. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's taken down inside the 30. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, this from 46. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they have regained the lead. And they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. 20. Lion.
They run again with a Johnny. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. 30, 20, 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Lion.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Throwing now is Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Liz. 4 down.
On play action, Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And some room to work. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Hey, check 26. Flip it down.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. This is Coit. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, got 3, got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Black, come on. Black, come on.
Now Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Go, go. Run.
Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Rip. There we go. Back. 120. Black.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 44 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now a toss play. It's a Ajayi. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
He's back to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Great. Here we go. Waiting.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 626. Jump out. Zoom.
Rodgers to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he slings one that's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw is Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Back to throw, Wentz. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't... So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And some room to maneuver. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We got 4 down, 4 down.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. First throw of overtime for Wentz. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So 3rd down coming up. And, Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less. Because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams. But I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And give them a gain of 37. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense, and overtime to put them in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking at each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off the toss, Cohen. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape of this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. And Elliott puts this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Now, remember, this one is not over. But with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession. But when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Rodgers now to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking from the gun, Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Green Bay, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. They will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.